খুজিছো কাৰণ ডেভিডক আমি বিদায় দিব লাগিব আৰু নেটৱৰ্ক বৰ ভালকৈ আমি দেখিবলৈ পোৱা নাই ডেভিড ওয়েলকাম টু आवर শো ডেভিড let me ask you what is the present scenario in Mizoram about this Assam-Mizoram border conflict
now yes except for the places where there dispute on the border area where there is still tension in Aizawl itself everything is very peaceful.
Right.
Even the non-Mizos are not getting harassed. They can go anywhere. Even some of them took their COVID vaccine today. So no one is getting hurt. Everything is very peaceful in Aizawl. But the tension is still high on the border area.
So what is the security arrangement?
Hello?
Yes, David. What is the security arrangement?
There are Mizoram police force all along the disputed area.
Okay. So let me ask you one more question.
Whether you mean for what?
Yes.
For the people.
Right. For the people. For the civilians.
No. Yeah, for the people, for the civilians, the police are being deployed along the disputed areas. So
let me ask you one more question.
Stoppage of traffic to Aizawl, Mizoram.
Right. Let me ask you one more question.
Yes.
David, since we know that the Union Home Minister has asked both the chief ministers to come to Delhi, so we have seen Mr. Zoramthanga is not going tomorrow. So what is the reason behind this?
No, he is in this post. One of his security officers, he had contracted COVID.
Okay.
And Mr. Zoramthanga is the first contact. So the health officials has asked him to isolate himself. He is now in isolation within his official residence. He is in complete isolation now. So it is not possible for him to travel anywhere.
Okay. David, have you seen that the SP, the Kasar SP, we have gone through a video which has been viral in various media. So we have seen that the SP Kachar, he was shouting for ceasefire at that moment. But the Mizo police or the persons, or the civilians who carried guns, they have not stopped. And the fire was on at that time. So do you have any knowledge about that?
No, I have not seen the video clip of that particular thing. But what I have seen is from the Mizoram police, the additional SP was shouting down from the hillock, telling the Assam police to retreat. He was calling out in Hindi. He told them, "Wapas jao, piche jao, aage mat aao." He was shouting like that. Well, there was no firing at that time. The additional SP of Kolasib district, he was urging the Assam police to go back, not come up. There was no firing at all. I have seen that video, but the video you mentioned, I have not seen. I'm very sorry about it.
Okay, no issues. So, David, let me ask you one more thing. That we have seen that the border dispute, it has been there for a long time. Do you know that? It's for a long time.
Yes.
Right. So today what we have seen.
For nearly 150 years, since 1875.
Right. Yeah. So how the Mizoram government is going to deal with this particular issue?
We want to have talks. The Mizoram government want to have talks, peaceful talks, to have dialogue, to share a table with a tripartite talks with the center, the Assam government and Mizoram government.
Right.
So for this purpose, all relevant documents have been collected. So both sides will show the documents and it will be decided like that. If they cannot decide it, then this boundary commission should be constituted. We all want the same thing. because right now the delineation of the boundaries is not very clear for both sides. So it needs to be delineated again.
Yeah.
Even the 1933 delineation is not very clear on the ground. So what needs to be done is to study the maps, to look at the documents, and have a peaceful and amicable solution. That is what the government wants.
Why the Mizo people, why the Mizo organizations, even the government, why they are criticizing the Assam CM? They have written letters, open letters, Mizo student unions. So why this is so?
I think you know the reason, because all of a sudden, after the new chief minister had come to power, this kind of situation has escalated. Even the last incident on July 26th, on Saturday, that was July 24th, the Assam CM and Mizoram CM talked together. And they said they would talk, have a dialogue, and then they will try to see whether they can come to a settlement. But on the 26th, Assam police had come in force with district officials, and they have come not only up to the boundary, but even into Mizoram.
This has been briefed by the Mizoram government?
So,
this has been briefed to you by the Mizoram government?
The delineation is not very clear.
This has been briefed to you by Mizoram government?
Pardon?
This has been briefed to you by Mizoram government?
Yes, there are statements there. Mizoram government has made statements.
Okay. So who sought
Not
first?
briefed to me personally.
Who sought first? It was the Assam police, or it's the Mizoram police or civilians?
From the videos that I have seen,
Right.
videos taken by Assam police, they said their party had fired first. The
Assam
video
police.
is available in the Twitter also.
Whether the Assam police targeted the
Assam
civilians of Mizoram?
Well, the shooting was going on. Pardon?
Whether the Assam police targeted the Mizo civilians?
They have started firing.
It was a blank fire or targeting the
They
Mizo
have
people?
started firing to fry. I don't know, because I was not at the spot.
Right.
I cannot tell. They may be firing at the civilians, or they may be firing in the air. You know, it is usually like that when you want to scare off civilians.
How can the Mizo people? How can the Mizo people?
Firing in the air.
Yeah. David, tell us how can the Mizo people carry AK-47s or other weapons like that? Who authorized them to fire?
Who? The police are carrying them.
Okay.
No, civilian also carried.
Civilians also carried,
the
right?
Administration.
Civilians
the
also
Home
carried. That's
Ministry.
why I'm asking you whether there is any
Civilians don't
any
carry.
customary law.
Civilians,
Whether there is any customary law
No.
that they.
No, who said civilians are carrying AK-47? I have not heard that nor seen it.
Also video on
anywhere.
social media.
Yeah, we
Have
have
you got
seen
proof of
snipers
that?
also. We have seen snipers also.
Yeah, no, have you seen proof of that?
Yeah, we have some videos. That's why I'm asking. No.
have you seen-
Today, one of Mizoram's IGP, he has briefed in front of media that that those people might have carried air guns. Not exactly AK-47, may not be AK-47,
Yeah,
but we have seen in
air
videos.
guns
I don't know whether they were from Mizo police or any commando or any civilian. We don't know that.
Civilians are not allowed to carry those kind of weapons.
Any weapons,
They are
right?
for the
Any
army
weapons.
or for
They
the
cannot carry
forces.
any weapons, right?
So I don't think that is possible. And if you see someone carrying,
Is
an
there
AK-47
any
in the
customary
civilian
law? That's why I'm
clothes, they
asking
may
you.
be probably
That's why I'm
CIDs.
asking you, David. You are a very good friend of mine. That's why I'm asking you whether there is any customary law that they can carry air guns or other weapons in open area.
Air guns, there is no customary law, and there's no Indian law also that prohibits people from carrying air guns. So I also own an air gun, and I don't have a license.
Any
for
single
it.
barrel?
But
Any single
I'm
barrel?
not liable for arrest.
Yes.
Just because of that.
Okay. Without license, they can be arrested.
Yes,
They can be arrested,
but
right?
those if they don't have license, the
Right. In
government
2
can
minutes, you
arrest.
tell me what should be the solution?
No, the solution is that the people of Assam and the people of Mizoram should not hate each other. This
Right,
is for
that's
the
true,
government
that's true, agreed.
to settle. So at the moment, I know Assamese people are feeling very hurt because Assam policemen have been killed. But no civilians have been hurt, and no civilians inside Mizoram from Assam have been hurt also. No one has been injured. Everything is
It
very
should not
peaceful.
happen actually. It should not
So
happen.
this kind of, it should not happen. So what we should do is, the people should also come together in friendliness, in neighborliness, that we are all people of the same region, and let the government do what it takes to come to a settlement. Let's leave it to the government.
Why
Okay.
Mizoram police were celebrating?
That's what,
Why Mizoram police and goons were
Yeah,
celebrating after
no,
killing
he
five?
is a journalist. Actually, he is a journalist. He is a journalist and very good friend of mine. We are discussing about the solution and other things. David, yeah, tell me.
Yeah. So the best solution is for the central government to initiate talks,
Right.
tripartite talks,
Right.
as soon as possible.
Yeah, Dr. Rajdeep,
But,
Dr. Rajdeep Roy is saying
I
something.
think it is trying to do that.
David,
but
David,
right now,
please listen to him. Please listen to him. He's saying something.
I am telling.
Yes.
আপুনি ক'ব পাৰে
Okay.
Dr. Rajdeep Roy আপুনি ক'ব পাৰে